This is Jason at One Hit One Paint. Today we're going to do a quick activator gun setup. A lot of guys are phoning me up having some problems with underactivation, overactivation, and what it boils down to a lot of the time is the gun is blowing dots at each end and hardly anything in the middle, or in the middle and hardly anything at each end. So we've got a real inexpensive gun. Again, like I say, I'm not going to show you on a $700 gun because I know everybody doesn't have access to them. So this is about a 4-year-old Husky from Home Depot. It's a 1.4 tip. We recommend, you know, if you're using Activator, Liquid Concepts Activator, Hydrogator, or K2 Brew, that a 1.3 or 1.4 tip is all you need to atomize it. Now, for the sake of this demonstration, we've actually just got a tinted water in here, which is the same sort of consistency as Activator. It's thickened up a little bit, but it's basically to avoid the fumes while we're talking, because Activator is pretty nasty stuff. So what I've done is I've just screwed the fan and the fluid needle out to wherever, and the pressure. A lot of guys say, what pressure should my gun be at? Let's leave the pressure towards the end, because that's going to go up and down as your fluid needle goes in and out and your fan goes in and out. So what I usually say to guys is that you want to count 0, 1, 2. If I say 2 seconds, people go 1, 2. So 0, 1, 2, you want to spray at the paper or the cardboard on the wall and hold it in the same position. You can either turn your gun sideways and do it so that you get a horizontal pattern, or like I did, which is the easiest way, is just basically turn your cap sideways, and then that will give you your pattern. So what we're going to do is I'm going to spray 0, 1, 2 with the settings as they are, and I'm going to just show you guys quickly what to be looking for and where your problems may arise. So like I say, I've got, with it in, I've got it running at about 30 pounds now with the needle just half in. So we're going to adjust everything, because obviously that'll blow your film all over the place. So let's just have a look at our pattern first. Okay, now you can see again, we've got this kind of shape happening, and we've also got a lot of run. So there are 2 ways to begin adjusting that. I'm going to widen the fan a little bit and see if that actually disperses a bit of the fluid out. Okay, so we've got a little bit more of an even shape here, but there's still way too much fluid and material coming out of the gun. So I'm going to just gradually, slowly turn the needle in about 1 turn. And when you wind the needle in, it's also going to Right, so we've wound the needle in a little bit now, so we're going to have a look and see what our pattern looks like. Okay, we've got still a little bit of a run happening here. Again, we're using water, so it's going to run a little bit easier than Activator, which tends to evaporate. I've wound it in 1 more half a turn, and we're going to have a look. And there you can see, as you wind the needle in, you can see the fan is gradually beginning to get smaller, but again, this is a very inexpensive gun. A good expensive gun, you'll probably get a fan about this size and a very even line, but this is basically what we're looking for in terms of not too much Activator coming out of the gun. And you can see now, as I do it, the pressure is dropping. So we've got a really fine mist around here, but I'm going to actually start to drop the pressure. And we're about 20 pounds now. Not too much, and we'll see what our pattern looks like. Okay, so we've got still a little bit of material coming on. I'm going to go in 1 more quarter turn. Too much, there's hardly anything coming out. About 1/8 of a turn. And there you can see we're starting to get a nice even pattern. I'm going to put a little bit more air pressure in. Okay, so now we've got a good 2 full seconds, and we've got no run. You can see that it's, you know, for this gun, that's not a bad pattern. And I'm just going to show you what an Activator pass will look like then. In fact, we can probably just wind the needle out just a tiny bit more. And then you can see, I'm doing it really slowly for you guys. And as the water soaks into the paper, you'll begin to see that it's a nice even coverage there. So again, I'm going to just show you quickly a lot of the guys when I was talking about the two blobs at each end. Some guys are sending me stuff in the picture. The pattern is starting to become like that, and it basically becomes when your pressure's too high or your fan is too wide for what you're trying to do. You just want to be able to start backing off a little bit, so your pressure and your fan adjustment can just come slowly, pressure down, fan in a little bit, until you start to get, again, too much fluid. I'm going to come back in to where I was before. So you can gradually just play around with your settings until you get that nice conical shape. But the secret is with Activator 0, 1, 2 against the wall. You're looking for no runs to come down. That means the activator is atomizing properly. 1.3, 1.4 tip. Last point, while it's colder months now, activator, the humidity is low, but the temperatures are cooler, and you could find, depending on which activator you have, that it takes a lot longer for it to settle down on the film and a lot longer for it to evaporate. So what we're suggesting now in the colder months is make your passive activator and wait 10 seconds. It's not a rush, it won't evaporate into the air. Wait about 10 seconds, then dip your part. This will allow the droplets of activator to gradually settle onto your film and even themselves out. So that's it. Activator Gun Setup. Jason at ohwpaint.com. Come see us at our website, and we'll wait to hear from you.